YouTube, it is Goddess Playbook. Thank you for coming back to my channel for another, I don't know what. So if you've never been here before, this channel is all about my attempt to live my life more like a goddess, do more of the things that make me happy, try to get healthier, try to just, I don't know, embrace beauty and just be more goddess-like. So that's what this is. So in my, I think last couple of videos, I have talked about one of the things that I'm doing lately is I'm getting back into sewing. You guys, I used to really love to sew back when I was in my early 20s, which was like 25 years ago, because I'm a woman of a certain age. And I don't know, just being at home during the pandemic, I've really kind of gotten back into being crafty, and my creatrix vibes are just all over the place. So getting back into sewing. And I know that several of you who have, maybe you sew also, you guys have commented and also let me know, be careful because fabric hoarding is apparently a thing when you get into sewing. And y'all, I'm there. So I also want to tell you guys, like behind me, I've been working on these shelves. I'm trying to get organized. I've gotten some really cool little bins down here, and I'm actually going through things because this room was a spare bedroom at one point, and I'm just trying to make it more of a creative space. So this haul today is a fabric haul. I live in Atlanta. This is from a place called, I think it's either Wholesale Fabric or Fabric Wholesale or Fabric Lots. I'll find the name and put it down below. And I discovered this place by searching for cheap fabric in Atlanta online, and everybody was like, oh my God, you have to go to this place because it's crazy. They get designer fabrics. It's so cheap. And so I went not knowing what to expect. You guys, I was blown away. I bought so much fabric. It's a total hoard. I'm not going to show it to you. I walked in and there were literally signs all over the place that said, cottons, $2. So it's $2 a yard for cottons. Everything else is $4 a yard. And that was fleece, that was velvet, everything. And y'all, it's kind of like end of bolt, technically a remnant place, but y'all, their remnants can be 8 or 10 yards long. They also have full bolts that you can buy. They have trim. They have everything, but it is so freaking cheap. I got a whole cart full. So let me show you what I got. So this will give you a good idea. And y'all, they get fabrics from like designer warehouses. So I found fabrics that were literally $60 a yard. Got them for $4. So here is a great example of a remnant, y'all. This is a unicorn fabric. It's just a little small piece. This is the Michael Cyril for Timeless Treasures. And it's probably a yard long, but it's cut in half. This would be plenty for me to make a drawstring bag out of. So being that this was like $2 a yard, being that it was cut in half, I paid $1 for this. And you know, if you just wanted to make like a little pillow or a drawstring bag, or if you're like me, you're getting into sewing and practicing, this is perfect. So I'm going to like fold this stuff up and just like put it over here because I've got so much to show you. It's not even funny. So I also grabbed this. There's probably, y'all, there's probably a couple of yards of this. It is a honeybee type of fabric, and it kind of looks like bed sheets, but it was giving me Gucci vibes with the honeybees. This is a Robert Kaufman fabric. I haven't looked all of these up, but some of these are like $10 and $15 a yard. There's plenty here, and I thought I would make like maybe a button-down shirt for my wife, because this kind of looks like something she might enjoy, you know, or it's just a simple cotton. So this was like, I don't know, $3 by the time I paid for it. Some of the prices jumped around a little bit. I didn't really know on some of it, but I'm telling you, I got all this for like dirt cheap. So this is a knit. It is a very heavy weight knit, and I think there's probably 5 or 6 yards of this. It is a beautiful, and also I'm going to warn you guys, when you go in this place, some of it has like these fabric tags on it. And if you're like me and you're nosy and you read them, you will see that this is Telio St. James stripe double knit red. It's got a cut date on it. And this says $60.25. So this piece of fabric was a $60 piece of fabric. She charged me, I think, $8 for this, even though it's way more than a couple of yards. But this is a beautiful, I'm going to make a wrap dress out of this because this knit looks great on me. It's got kind of a nautical vibe. So you see what I mean as far as like the fabric, like y'all, it's really good, like really high quality stuff. So also, if any of you are in the Atlanta area, please leave a comment down below, because I'm looking for people to go to fabric stores with and just, you know, talk about sewing with. And yeah, I'd love to make some friends. So this is a beautiful piece of stretch velvet, and it is kind of a, not quite a navy, but it's just a really beautiful blue. Again, stretch velvet. I was looking at this exact piece of fabric. This is probably, I don't know how much this is, y'all. Maybe a yard, but it's really wide, really, really wide. This is plenty to make a top out of. And I love a stretch velvet. You're going to see a ton of velvet, but isn't that beautiful? And y'all, this is not damaged. There's no holes in it. It's just, you know, a piece of it. And it's one of those places where you walk in and there's just like big piles of fabric everywhere. And if you want it, you better buy it, because you can't come back later and get it. It's just whatever they have at the time. So I bought this piece of green stretch velvet. I did get a couple of pieces of green velvet, but this is a beautiful green stretch velvet. Again, wrap dress or a peplum dress, or maybe like a pencil skirt. There's probably 3 or 4 yards of this. I probably just got my lipstick all over this, but it's a very beautiful, heavy stretch velvet. I was looking on fabric.com at stretch velvets, and they were $12 and $15 a yard. And I've looked at them at places like Joann, but the quality is not there for me on some of it. Some of it is really thin and just not good. So that was a green stretch velvet. I got this. This is an actual green. It's not an upholstery velvet, but it has no stretch. This is a little bit of a brighter green. As soon as I saw this, I thought about that curtain dress that Scarlett O'Hara wore in Gone with the Wind. And so I immediately ran over to their trim wall, because yes, they have trim as well. And I found this gold trim. Tell me that Scarlett O'Hara does not live on here on Goddess Playbook. This trim was $3 a yard. You know that this trim can be $10 and $15 a yard, depending on where you go. So I bought, I think, 3 or 4 yards of it. I'm going to make a dress, I think, out of this. And just put a little cheeky trim on it. Cause y'all, I love to dress extra, but I think I'm first going to make a purse. And make a green purse with this gold trim on it, and just kind of, because again, I'm getting back into sewing. I can't just start out by getting into like really complex patterns, but I thought this was hysterical. $4, $4 for this. And this is a very heavy. Love it. Here's another cotton remnant. I got this for my wife. It just has like sugar skulls and the little Shola Squeakley pups. And this was like $1. It's I think it's a full yard. Maybe it was $2. I can't remember. But I got this for her. I'd like to make her maybe use this as a panel in like a bowler style shirt. You know, maybe put it down one side, because she's fun, you guys. And I think she'd enjoy that. So the next piece of fabric, let me show you this. This is another piece of velvet. This is absolutely stunning. This is the most beautiful blush pink velvet, no stretch. It's like a tapestry velvet. I saw this and I fell in love. I know this looks like curtains in a whorehouse, but I'm all about that. I want a really, really beautiful handbag, and I bought some trim. I'm going to trim it out with this black. This is a Project Runway brand trim, and I'm going to trim it out with black and put a black zipper in it. I actually bought the zipper. And I just want it to be like this really kind of rumply shoulder bag. I'll have a lot of this left over, so I probably will make a skirt or maybe a little jacket or something, because again, 3 or 4 yards of this, $4 a yard. I mean, you guys tell me where you ever find deals like this for $4 a yard. You don't. You just don't. So here is yet another piece of stretch velvet. This is a beautiful teal stretch velvet. Now this is my color, y'all. This teal, look at that. Look at that with my red hair. Like, I feel like this is probably going to be some kind of really bitchy, like draped neck with maybe a cowl in the front. I don't know, but I feel like I'm going to wear the hell out of this fabric. I'm going to have to be a little bit cheap with it, because I only got a couple of yards. So maybe I'll have to make like a little pencil skirt and then just drape a really simple top and put a little jacket with it. But these are all things, if you're going to continue watching this channel, these are all things that I plan to do here. Again, learning to sew, and we're just going to learn together. So here is another fun piece of cotton that was like $2. This is a Robert Kaufman Frida Kahlo print. It's currently like, I don't know, $10 or $15 if you can find it. There's a lot of it. This is the Frida Kahlo. And I want to make myself just a simple little button-up shirt out of this. I think I have enough to just make a simple one. I'm a larger person. I can wear anywhere from like an 18 to a 20. And if you've watched my old videos, you guys know I was in like a 14, 16 at one time. So I have gained a bunch of weight. Y'all, the pandemic has been rough. What can I say? I got divorced like 6 years ago, moved, went through a pandemic. Like, it's just been a lot. But look, I mean, this, just this is crazy good. I've seen pieces of fabric like this from the Robert Kaufman collection. They're expensive on eBay. So I'm glad I found a source here locally where I can get this for like $2 and just, practice on it if I want to. So here's another. I got this really fun. I actually got 2 pieces of this. This is a hot pink, like almost a neon pink stretch velvet. I thought this would be really fun to make like a tracksuit to wear around the house out of this. Although I would totally wear it in like a top or something. Cause again, I'm a little extra and I'm a redhead, but I love to wear pink. So there's a big piece of this, probably a couple yards. I don't think I got anything that was less than a yard, except maybe that one piece. But anyway, here is my last piece. Now this is a teal velvet. This is not a stretch. This is non-stretch. So you can see the shine on this one is a little bit different. I don't know if this is meant for upholstery. I don't think it is because it's actually not that thick. But this I would have enough to make myself a skirt out of and maybe a tiny little maybe a shell top. But again, the color, I live for the color. So let me show you this print. I snatched this when I saw it. Y'all, this is a gorgeous knit. So not a double knit. But this is like a tiger print knit fabric. This had a tag on it. This was like $60 a yard. I think I've lost the tag. And I don't know, y'all, it was some high end. It came from like the Soho fabric district. I don't know. I've lost the tag to it, but I got a bunch of this, y'all. I think there's like 4 or 5 yards here. So I thought maybe for the summertime, this would be a really, really cute maxi dress. It might be a little thin. I might have to line it, but I'm gonna try it and see. But I thought this print was so fun just to make, a fun maxi dress that actually fits me, that is not too long. I normally get clothes from Torrid just because I am a fat person and I like to be, like in style, but Torrid makes their dresses so long. I'm only 5'3". They're like always long for me and I really hate having to hem them. So anyway, I thought that was super, super fun. Here is a gorgeous piece, more velvet. Y'all, this is a mustard colored, it's not stretched. This is a mustard velvet. I'm probably going to make a tote bag out of this, and I might make a little jacket. I love a mustard color. It can be a hard color to wear, but I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a nut for velvet. Total nut. This one is a beautiful Christmas red, or a lipstick red, non-stretch velvet. I don't know what I'm going to make out of this, but I've got 2 or 3 yards of it. But y'all, this is just so, I feel so glamorous in the velvet. Can y'all tell? And I don't know why, y'all, but I live in Atlanta. I mean, I'm probably going to have like maybe 30 days a year when I can actually wear velvet. But y'all, I'm going to wear the hell out of it. Here is more stretch velvet. This is a beautiful, like aubergine color. And this had a piece of tape on the back of it, I think, to keep it from fraying. There's probably 3 or 4 yards of this, but it's, again, beautiful, rich, vibrant aubergine, flawless stretch velvet. I guess it's almost like even a plum, you could say. I thought this was absolutely beautiful. This is screaming to be a wrap dress. Can you tell I like a wrap dress? I like a wrap dress. So I got this for my brother. I thought this was hysterical. This was like $2. And this is like the Show Me the Money fabric. This is from the designer. It's called Pleasures and Pastimes ETJ. So I don't know if anybody recognizes that. That's what it is. So there's about a yard here, but my brother has a really cool sense of humor, and I want to kind of add this into a bowler shirt and maybe put a strip down the side for him and maybe a back patch or something, or a pocket. But there'll be enough to pair it with like black and maybe a white or a cream or something. But for $2, y'all, for $2 for a piece of fun fabric, I'm all about that. My brother is going to love that. This print I snatched as soon as I saw it. I think this is like a polyester silk, or I'm not sure, but this is like you can see through it. It's actually very thin, but it's kind of like it's giving cheetah. There's about a yard of this. So if I made a skirt, it would have to be like a really form-fitting tulip, but I loved it. Or maybe I'll make like a little shell, or just a little simple pullover top that I can wear, like maybe a boat neck top that I can wear like a little jacket with. But I thought this was beautiful, you guys. This fabric feels very expensive. I don't know how much it was originally, but again, I paid $4. $4. And then, oh, you know what? I've got 2 more pieces of velvet. I got, actually 3, pardon me. I got this chocolate brown. This is a chocolate brown stretch velvet. Again, more winter clothing. I think for some of the velvets that are not stretchy, that are just like more static, I think I'm probably going to make some little jackets out of those too, because I'm all about a little jacket. But this chocolate is just, I think that color chocolate looks good on everybody. So this is the electric blue. This is a stretch velvet. I'm all about a stretch velvet, especially in this color. Again, I think everybody looks good in this color, especially redheads, but I'm all about that. And then here's the last piece of velvet that I want to show you guys. I got a lot of this. This was the one I wasn't super sure about. This had the tag on it. This tag says Shazda Studio. It's called Amethyst Delight Lycra Velvet. There is a phone number on here and a sales rep number, but I don't know what any of this means. It says quantity 4 yards. So maybe it's like sample. So there's 4 yards of this, and it is your true like royal purple, the grape. This color doesn't look fantastic on me, but I've got friends. Like I have one girlfriend who has a very, her skin tone is really coffee with cream. She's got, I just think this would look amazing on her. So I might see if I can get her to like give me her measurements so I can make her a little surprise out of this, because I think she would love this. And then my very, very last piece of fabric, I saved this on purpose. Very last piece of fabric is this absolutely stunning electric blue cheetah print. This is like a satin. I don't know if this is a silk charmeuse or a satin, but y'all, there is a full 5 yards of this, and this feels expensive. There is a tag on this that says dynamic, 5 and 3/8 of a yard. So that's a lot. And it says $45/YD. So I'm assuming that means $45 a yard. I did not know that this kind of fabric could be $45 a yard, so I don't know if that's just their suggested, but there's a lot of it, and I would never pay $45 a yard, but I will pay $4 a yard. I think this is going to be a kimono or something, I feel like something long and drapey, but maybe a kimono or like a long vest or like just a kind of flowy like circle jacket. But again, I'm all about the jewel tones. So that is my huge local fabric haul. I think I got all of that for like $70 for all of that. Or maybe a little less even. I'll have to see if I can find my receipt. But, you know, I've been shopping at Mood in different places, and I've got a fabric haul over here from Mood that I want to show you guys next. But just as a for instance, y'all, I got this fabric at Mood, and I paid almost $30 just for this piece of fabric. And you see what all I got. Like I got, you see the difference. And it's not that I don't think this isn't worth $30. This is absolutely worth $30 to me, because this is a piece of fabric that I love the print. I love the quality. It's great. But if you're like me and you're getting back into sewing and you need to practice on different types of fabric, or maybe you're like me and you just really love velvet, but you don't want to pay $15 and $20 and $30 a yard for it, like this place is local. So to answer your questions, because I know you're going to ask, no, they do not have a website. You have to go into the store to buy whatever it is. They never know what they're going to have. I asked the lady what days they stock, and she said, we just put new stuff out every day. But y'all, this fabric wholesaler is not unique to Atlanta. They have these all over the place. You just have to look. And apparently there are several of these types of places here in Atlanta. So I will be getting out and going and looking, and maybe we'll do a tour or a walkthrough so that we can experience the fabulosity together. How's that? All right, so I hope you enjoyed this like fabric haul, the wholesale fabric haul. I hope you'll keep coming back and watching my videos. We're going to do some sewing and maybe get in here and like click around on the sewing machine and see if I remember how to wind a bobbin. So until next time, I hope you are feeling like a goddess and making magic. Talk later. Bye-bye.